recording. And oh, guys, I have been crying today because of some news that I got. I got on our on my back office to look at our team's elite ranking points and just like our points in general, because it updates every second Friday of the month to tell you what rank our team is. Oh my gosh, I want to throw up just talking about this. Let me just pull the screen up. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go straight to this, and then we'll discuss other things later because this is too exciting. Okay, so I want you to look here at our last year's standing where we were at the very end of the year. We ended at number 1,147 out of all the teams in the network. Our team right now is number 87 in the entire network, you guys. Like, we're in the top 100 teams because of your work. And I just literally never thought I would like get to say that. And I genuinely thought it was a glitch. And it still might be. I'm not gonna like put my worth in this number, but I thought it was a glitch. But then I got a message from Mary V. Day, which if you search her on Facebook, she is corporate at Beachbody, and she sent me a message. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. And she said, "Hey girl, I just want to know what your team's name is. You guys are in the top 50 in the Southeast region. And so we're going to get recognized on a national level for our team. And I just want to throw up. I really want to throw up. So I'm really proud of you guys. So many of you hit Success Club last month, and what I really want to show you is it's that simple to be successful. It's that simple of just those little things and those little conversations you're having, and just a little number like Success Club 5. I know that you are probably sometimes looking at me and other coaches who are on Brigida's leaderboards, who are getting Success Club 22 and 35 and 40s, and you're thinking, I can't be successful, but it starts with Success Club 5. And so I want you to know that of our 24 elite points, which is insane, of our 24 elite points so far, only 10 of those have come from me. The rest have been all from you guys. So this is not a Lauren thing. This is, look what the team's done. And so I just really want to you guys deserve all the praise, and I'm so excited for you guys. And I can't wait. Like, my vision here is I can't wait someday to be like making posts about our beach house that I get to rent out and have you guys for no charge at all. And like just all the things that I want to do for our team someday. Like, this is where it all starts. And so I'm just really, really, really excited and proud of you guys and all the things. So keep going. And I am honestly coming at you today from like a place of utter defeat yesterday. Like, literally yesterday I was throwing a pity party, and Josh was like, you need to get your act together because this is not okay. And then I wake up today to this, and I'm like crying and humbled and just feel like a mess. And so I wanted to kind of talk really quick about like doubting yourself and then just feeling defeated, because that's where I was yesterday, which is funny considering the success we see today. But I want to tell you like something that really hit home with me. If you know who Lauren Daigle is, she is a singer in the Christian artist realm, although her songs are on all radio stations. But she won, I forget what that award is for Christian artists, but she won like a Dove Award. Is that what those are? I don't know. She won something really big, and rightly so, because her voice is incredible. And she said that she got back in her studio the next day, and she literally felt a pit in her stomach where she was like, what do I do now? Like, I literally don't know. Like, she felt like a failure because she won this prestigious award. And by doing that, it automatically put her back to square one, which is what success does. Like, you're never just there and you're done. Once you hit a pinnacle, you start right back over. And so that's exactly what I felt at the beginning of this month so far. Is I was like, our team has literally never done anything like that in the history of our team. And so to me, we hit a huge pinnacle, And we were back at, okay, now it's March. Now we're all back at Success Club 0. We're all back at square one. And I felt that, like, I felt that heaviness of like, okay, we're back here, and we have to continue the work that we were doing prior to do it again. And so this is where I wanted to go today. And I wanted to tell you guys, like, here I am. I feel so humbled, so humbled. I created this PowerPoint before I got these numbers in. I just want you to know how creepy this all is for me. But I want to tell you that what you are doing right now is exactly what you are supposed to be doing, even though it feels like you're making not even a dent. And some days you're going, what the crap is, like, what am I doing? This doesn't make any sense. Like, cause I have those days all the time where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a mom that makes social media posts about fitness. Like, who am I to be posting about fitness and health? And who aren't you to be posting about fitness and health? Like, you have a voice in this matter, and your posts make a difference for your people. So I want to share with you guys, oh, I can't believe I'm going to show you guys this. It's really embarrassing. I want to show you where I started. Okay, my Instagram was so bad that I created a new Instagram. So I just want to show you, like, if this Lauren can do it, if this Lauren can grow, then anyone can grow. Okay. See, these are all kind of good. This is when I started kind of like figuring out, oh, okay, like, here's how not to be salesy. These are all decent, but y'all just wait. Look at these. Look at these. Look at the lighting. Look at the inconsistency. Look at this angle, the horrible angle. Like, you can tell, like, I had some glimmers of hope in here of good posts and pictures, but like what the heck is this thing? What is that? Like, I'm truly horrified showing this stuff to you guys. I just want you to know that. So I want you to know, like, look at this. What is coaching? Oh my goodness. Like, it's just so bad. So I want you to know that, like, no matter where you start, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter where you start. So I started here. You just saw that. Can't believe I ever shared that. That was supposed to stay hidden and dark and private. But from September of 2015, when I signed up, like, my coming out coach post was a picture that said, coaches change lives. And it had the Beachbody emblem on it. And no joke, this is what it said. I'm now a fitness and nutrition coach with Beachbody. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. That was it. That's all I posted. It was horrible. Horrible. So if I can come from that in 2015, of like September 2015, and all the way till May 2017, I'm looking at that time right there, that year and a half, and thinking, how did I not quit? And the honest truth is, guys, if you feel it, like, if you know you were made for this, then you just know it, and you just don't quit. Even if you suck at it at first, you just don't quit. You know it, and you keep going. And so my social media was terrible, and I was barely hitting Success Club 5. I think of those, like, 18 months that you're seeing right there, I think I hit it like maybe 4 times. And I was pregnant, and it was just a horrible, like, I was horrible at it. So please know that if you even have 1 Success Club point and you've only been coaching for like a month or 2, like, you're still way ahead of the game than I was. Then I went to Summit, and this is a plug. I'm totally going to plug for Summit right now. I went to Summit in June of 2017, and I was sitting there in that audience, and I was sitting there with, like, you kind of get overwhelmed for a second at Summit, where you go, oh my gosh, there's this many coaches in the world. Like, why do I make a difference? And the truth is that you just do. Like, at Summit, we look like we're all together. And so it's kind of intimidating. Like, well, why would anyone listen to me? But when you get back home, you realize, like, I matter to my people. I matter to who follows me. And I matter to who I talk to and who I reach out to. And it's super, super cool. But then you see all these people on stage, and they're talking to you, and they're saying, I started in my garage, and I did this, and I saved up, like Melly Mitro, I saved up my birthday money to get my challenge pack, and I just did it. And I thought to myself, if she can do this, then I can do this. If she can get her crap together, then I can get my crap together. And then you look at other coaches, like, I'm not bad-mouthing anyone, because I love some of these coaches that are top coaches. But, like, I look at Kate Schultes, and I think any of my coaches can do better than Kate Schultes. Which she went from new coach to elite in 1 year. And I'm like, I see her and what she's doing is nothing monumental. She's just consistent and she's authentic and she's real. And I know my coaches can do that. And I know I can do that. And so like I got this mindset at Summit where I saw these people who seemed so untouchable, who seemed like, oh, they were made to be great. They were made to be successful. And no, they just worked to be successful. That's the only difference between any of them and us, is that they put the work in. And it does take time. Like, you're going to start doing these actions consistently. And at first you're going to think, holy smokes, like this makes no difference in my life or anyone else's life. Like, you're working for a $15 paycheck some weeks and you're thinking, what in the world? But then all of a sudden it just starts growing and you start getting these bonuses and you start seeing all, like, it's, if you've ever read, not the Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. What's Darren Hardy's other book? Okay, someone help me. Anyways, Darren Hardy says that if you look at like a water well, at first you will pump and you pump and you pump and you pump and you give and you give and you give and no water comes out. Nothing. And you pump and you pump and you pump and you keep going. Then all of a sudden, a little trickle will start to happen. And you're like, oh my gosh, I've been working for 30 minutes to get this water to pump. My arm's giving out. I'm tired. Every single action, and all I'm getting is this trickle of water. So for 30 minutes, you're working for nothing. And then all of a sudden, you're working for a trickle. And then you want to just give up because you're thinking, this isn't worth it. However, all of a sudden, as you continue to pump, you actually get a flow of water. It is a steady flow. It is consistent because of all the work you put in at the front to get it going. And then at a certain point, you can actually stop pumping for a little bit and it continues to flow. And then you pump a little bit and it continues to flow. And so it's like this business weeds out the quitters really quick because you have to work really hard in the forefront. And then you start to see that trickle and then you see the payoff. So this is when they say crock pot business, this is a crock pot business. It takes a while to get warm, but when it does, it's going to be awesome. So I decided in June of 2017 that I was going to not stop pumping that water well. And I decided from June to November, well, really December, I was like, I'm going to hit. I said, and I told myself, I'll never forget this. When they say you decide that you decide, it's the truth. I was sitting there in that crowd and I said, I am going to come back next year and I will hit Success Club every single month from here until next Summit. Like, I am not coming back to Summit without hitting Success Club 5 every single month. Now, just want you guys to know that was the hardest from June to November. That was the hardest couple months of my business because I had decided I was going to succeed. The hardest couple months of my business ever. I pumped and I pumped and I pumped. And so I remember in November, I had Success Club 2. And so I needed to sell 2 more challenge packs. So I talked to my friends who I knew kind of wanted BOD, but didn't really want to spend money on a challenge pack. And I was like, listen, if you order a challenge pack, I will pay the extra. And then I will take the, Shakeology or whatever it is that you don't want. And then I also messaged another girl. I was like, hey, I know you're like on the fence. So I'm going to let you order this challenge pack and I'm going to send you my commission because that was my goal and I was going to do it. So that was an instance where I pump and I pump and I pump and I see nothing because I didn't even get the commission off of those Success Club points, but I just knew, I was like, I'm going to do it because I said I was going to do it. And I wanted to be consistent and I wanted to get there. So that's what I did. And I ended up hitting Success Club in all of those months. And then in December, that was the launch of the 80-Day Obsession. And I started watching a lot of trainings on how these top leaders in the company were preparing their teams and were preparing their clients for the 80-Day Obsession launch. And I was like, holy shoot, I'm a leader. Like, I am a leader. And I'm going to lead these people through this program with expertise. I'm going to do that because that is what I feel like my passion is and my calling is to do. I'm going to lead these people. So I was proactive. I was watching every video that came out, which, by the way, you don't have to do that. Beachbody pumps out so much material. And if you're only watching like 20% of it, you're getting plenty of information. But I watched every training that came out on the 80-Day Obsession. I didn't miss one workout from that program. I showed up on Instagram every day sharing about it. I shared bits of my workout. And then prior, because it launched in December where people could start buying the challenge pack in December. And then it was just like Transform 20 where they get the workouts in January. I hit Success Club 10 the day after Christmas all in one day, because that was when I had decided I was going to start selling it because I knew people would have Christmas money. So that's when I started selling it. And I did it. And then ever since then, I've hit Success Club 10 ever since because I developed the leader mindset. So I'm telling you right now, there are kind of two steps to this. There's knowing that success is made for you just as much as anyone else that you're seeing. And there's and to stop doubting yourself because you are your biggest roadblock. I'm telling you that right now. You are the one holding yourself back. I'm the one holding myself back in any area that I have as well. We need to take ownership of that. And then the second part of that is developing a leader mindset. If you don't believe that you can't lead people with expertise and love and serve them, then you will not see this business grow. When I decided in December that I was going to grow a team and that I was going to legitimately help women get healthier, that I was going to legitimately pour into them and be a source of light for them in this sense, that was when everything changed. I started talking differently in my posts. I started talking differently to my women, to my girls in my group. I started talking to them with belief. I started talking to them with not, I don't want to say like commanding, but I started talking to them with confidence. Like, you will finish this program because you are capable of that. Not just, yeah, we'll see how it goes. It sounds like fun. Like, I took a leadership approach and I was like, no, we're going to do this. Like, we're going to finish it. I don't care what the scale says at the end, but we're going to finish this program. Like, when I developed that leader mindset, that was when it all changed. So here is something that you can do today that will start changing the game for you. The first thing I need you to know is all the trainings that Beachbody pumps out, they're amazing. But if you're just sitting there collecting information, which is what I did for the first 18 months of my business, if you're just sitting there watching trainings and then not doing anything they say, nothing's going to change. Now, the information's great, but by the time you decide to do something with it, it's probably all going to change anyway, because we know the world changes like every 6 months now, especially with Instagram. So instead of just watching 85 trainings and then not doing anything and hanging on that information, watch one training, take one thing away from it, and do it. Action over knowledge wins every time. Half of the coaches who are hitting elite in 1 year's time or 2 years' time, these are the people that say, I don't know how to do it, but I'm just going to do it. And so they don't overthink it. They just do it. And I know a lot of us on this team, because we're a lot alike, we overthink things, but we just do it. Jen Lyons, who is on our team, she is the pinnacle of what I feel like we should all be doing in terms of just, she signed up as a coach and she started coaching people. Like, it was legitimately that simple. She said, oh, I'm a coach. Well, let's get this challenge group rolling. And she got a group going. And y'all, she can't make it to Summit, but she earned the Success Starter ticket to where she could go for free if she could, because she got in and said, I'm going to coach. I'm a coach, so I'm going to coach. And that she had the leadership mindset right out of the gate. Also, you need to be brutally honest with yourself about how you work well, okay? I share with you guys everything I'm doing because I want to be transparent and I want you to see what I'm doing. But if there is ever something where you're like, I don't really want to do, I don't really like this, for example, this total nutrition makeover boot camp I'm doing. If you're like, I mean, that sounds great for Lauren and it sounds like it's adding value, but it's not really my thing, then don't do it. You do not have to do what I'm doing. If you have a better idea, something that you would execute better, then you run with it. I can't tell you guys how many times I have done a free challenge and I put a post out there and it totally tanks. Not one person says a thing and it's absolutely embarrassing, but you do it anyway. And then even I listened to a training that Melanie Mitro did a year ago where she says that still happens to her. So I'm like, y'all, we're in good company. If people are ghosting us, we're in good company. They do it to Melanie Mitro too, and she's number 2 in the network. So put those posts out there. Just take action, and then eventually you'll put a post up and 18 people will say, I want in, because maybe that was the post that they needed to read. to finally trust you, or to say, okay, like this is something I do need, or yes, okay, I'm finally ready because we got our tax income money back, or whatever, our tax return back. So be brutally honest with yourself. How do you work? How do you want to run free groups? Do you want to run them on Facebook in the app? Do you want to do a full month free group? Do you want to do a week free group? How do you work best? The third thing, developing a leader mindset. If I had to give you one book that totally changed the game for me, it is The 5 Levels of Leadership by John Maxwell. That man is anointed in leadership. Like I do not understand it. You always think, oh, okay, I'll go read his book again and just like whatever. But you walk away feeling like so empowered just because you are a person who cares about other people. If you care about other people, then you are a leader. And so that's what he preaches, is leadership is caring about other people and teaching them how to do what it is that you're doing in love. So if you want to develop a leader mindset, and I'm even going to tell you this, his books have even helped me be a better mom, because a mom is a leader. Like I lead my children. And so I have become a better mom just by reading his books. So I'm telling you, this is not a self-help book just to become like the top dog of whatever it is you're doing. This is a book on how to change lives that you're around. So the leader mindset, huge. The other thing is to stop comparing yourself and put your blinders on. I hear coaches say this all the time, but it could not be more stinking true. It is so hard to follow other coaches who are going, I'm number 1 in the network again. So awesome. And then you're sitting here going, why do I even bother? Like, it's so easy to do that. Like, I don't know why I bother. She's going to keep getting top in the network. So I'm just going to whatever. And then you go, well, maybe I'll just do what she's doing. And then you kind of turn into a copycat, because you can't even be authentic anymore because you're so worried about what she's doing to be number 1. So don't do that. And also, if we are going to look at those, if you look at the number 1 and number 2 coach in the network, they're the 2 most opposite people I've ever met I've ever seen in my life. So there's not like a type to be successful. There is just hard work, putting your blinders on, developing a leader mindset, and taking action. Like that's all it is. So another gift that I was given by Brigida Linford was she sent me a video because I told her, I was like, hey, I just really don't know what I'm doing. I need some help. And because she knows my weaknesses, she sent me a video that perfectly tapped into what I needed to work on. And my biggest thing is I was holding on too much to the team that I had built in the past and not enough on building the team that I wanted, which is you guys, which is clearly you guys, hard workers who care about other people, who see goals and go after them and are consistent and are loving. Like you guys are the team that I decided that I wanted to build. And she said, give yourself the gift of shedding the past. So if you have, which a lot of you are newer, so you probably don't have this yet, but if you have like even a customer, so I'll use that. If you have a customer who is like not wanting to do the full nutrition plan, or maybe they're like, well, I did some of the workouts, but not all the workouts, and you're just dragging that person with you. Like you literally feel like you're dragging them along. Here's the thing. I'm not saying ditch those people at all, because they need our help just as much. But what I'm saying is move forward despite them trying to pull you back. Because that was one of my biggest issues with growing the business, was that I was looking at some of the coaches that were on my team who I was dragging with me, like, come on, let's do this now. Let's do this now. And then there were a few customers of mine that I was dragging. All right, we're doing this new program. I don't want to do that program. I want to, whatever, which is fine. I'm not making them do any program I'm doing, but they were like giving me objections for any program at that point. And so instead of dragging those people, I gave myself the permission to say, okay, if they want to come with me, then they can come with me. But here's where I'm going. I'm not going to make them come with me. Here's where I'm going. And I'm going to find people that are ready to come with me. And when I gave myself that permission, you guys, my world opened up. Like, oh, you guys are a result of that. I just want you all to know, everyone on this call is a result of that, where I said, okay, everyone else, like, I'm done dragging. I have done my best to be loving and dragging them with me because I want to see them be successful. Instead, I'm going to say, here's where I'm going to be successful. And whoever wants to get on this train, let's go, because it's leaving the station and here all of you are. So I'm so pumped that you're on this call because you're on that train with me, just so you guys know. Move forward with what you know will work. So like for me, this is once again for me, what works for me is just continuing to show up with excitement and tell people where I'm going. Like my team's working hard. Here's where we're going. My boot campers, here's what we're learning. Here's where we're going. Move forward with that vision and people will hop on with you. Okay. The next thing, do not overcomplicate this. There's no secret training that I could tell you that I've watched that has just done it for me. It's doing the vitals. Get out that business activity tracker that they just released in January, because they kind of redo it every year to make it more applicable for, that year with Instagram and how things work. Get that business activity tracker out, print it off, and do it. Now, obviously, if you just started with this, don't do it all at once, but start incorporating that, being consistent and sharing, because that, I'm telling you guys, that's all I do. Like, I am a mom. I'm not even wearing a bra right now. I am a mom sitting here with no undergarment and no makeup on hardly at all, with my hair from 3 days ago, and we are a number 87 team. And it's not because I'm supermodel. It's not because I'm like, I've got some secret that I'm not telling other coaches. It's because I get my business activity tracker and I talk to my phone on Instagram and I tell people the story of my day, and then I invite them to come with me. That's it. That's all I do. So once again, don't overcomplicate this. Just look at that list and start with one little thing at a time until you feel like you know how to do all of that in one day. And it will come. Like, I promise at first that overwhelmed me too. I was like, that's a lot of things to do. But eventually, like, you start doing them and you're like, oh, I've already done that today. Like, check, 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 because it just becomes so normal to you. Another thing I wanted to share is a lot of you have been talking to me lately about, like, feeling like people are judging you. And I'll be honest, there are times where I'm like, why am I posting this picture of me, like, whatever, talking about how I had like four things in my life that went wrong, and that's how it pointed me here, and blah, blah, blah. But guys, I get more messages telling me to keep it up. And I'll be honest with you, I've never gotten a message of someone saying, hey, you're ruining my life by posting this way. Or, hey, no, I take that back. I've gotten one person that told me that she actually stopped following me because she couldn't handle the fact that I was growing as a person and she was not. She literally told me that. So, but she started following me again. So we're cool now. But here's the thing, like, no one is sitting over here going, man, what an idiot. And if they are, let them think that. Who cares? Everyone that I thought, so just a clarification here. At the beginning of my business, I had like this list of people that I just assumed they were all going, I can't believe Lauren's doing this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she's doing this too. Blah, blah, blah. Why would she post something like that? Why would she tell that? Why would she share that? And all those people that were in that mental list of mine have sent me messages since then, either wanting to join a challenge group or saying how inspiring it all is. So I promise you, the judgment that you feel, that's your inner mean girl. It's not those people. It's not. Now, there may be a few, but once again, let them think it. Let them think it. What does it matter if you are doing what you feel called to do? I promise it's mostly your inner mean girl saying all those things, and that you're just saying that other people are saying them, but really it's just you saying them about yourself. So pretty sure that's it, because the rest is just from a PowerPoint from yesteryear. But does anyone have any questions? Because clearly I'm fired up, clearly.
Yeah, so where are we going on our first elite trip?
I don't know. Where do you want to go? Well, first of all, I want to see all of you in Punta Cana next year. That's number one.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually going to send the link in our group message after this for the opt-in list, just so you guys can get your name on the list when it opens up, because it's going to happen. We're going to be partying in Punta Cana on Beachbody's bill next year. Who's with me?
As long as it is not snowing in March, wherever we are, I'm happy.
Yeah, Macy with her snow day.
Yeah, no kidding.
What the heck?
Where are you from, Macy?
Lexington. I live in Kentucky.
Man. I guess Jen couldn't make it. Or maybe she's on here. Hold on. Let me go to gallery view because I can't tell who everyone is. Yeah, there we go.
She said she's going to watch it later.
Okay. Well, it's fine because I recorded it. Number 87, you guys. I walked in and I said, Josh. And he said, is this good or bad? Is this good or bad? And I was like, it's good. And my son didn't know what to think. He was like, Mom? And I sent Brigida a voice message. I was like, thank you for believing in me and pouring into our tea. I was a sobbing mess. Oh, man. Okay, let's take a picture because, we got to have memories of this someday when we're in the top 10. So, wave. Alrighty. You guys. All right. I'll let you guys go. Oh, hold on. If you're doing the nutrition boot camp, if you have girls added to that, what my plan is this weekend is tomorrow I'm going to send anyone who is in that group a message, and I'm just going to kind of say hey, has it been helpful? Do you have any questions? Because I'm going to start, I got my package in the mail today, so I'm going to start actually talking about it a little bit more in terms of the bundle that they can get to really take them to the next level. And then on Tuesday, which is the 12th, I am going to put that graphic that I sent you guys in the message. I'm going to put that graphic in the group so they can see their options to purchase and join. And I'm going to share a cart. I really think I'm just going to go ahead and share a cart anyone who's in the group with the bundle I think that they would need. And then if they're like, yeah, no, then we'll discuss it and they can just, obviously just cancel it. Or they can tell me they want a different one, depending on that. So I think that's really what I'm going to do, because they gave us their email, which tells me that they are, how you have that little disclaimer that says, are they cool with this or whatever? They gave us our email, so they're cool with us contacting them in that way. So I think I think on the 12th, I'm just going to share a cart of anyone who's in the group that I added. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think on that. But it's not like they're having to buy it. It just shows them what I think would be best for them. So, okay. Well, I'll let you guys go. I'm so excited. I'm going to be freaking out the rest of the week. I'll see you later.